Okay, folks, today, look, we've learned the area. I'm going to just jot this down. We've learned the area of a parallelogram. Whoa, it's going to be hard fitting that in. Good. We've learned the area of a trapezoid. All right. And today, we're going to talk about the area of a circle. Now, we've talked about the circumference of a circle. The circumference of the circle is the distance around the circle. But that's not what we're talking about today. Today, we're talking about how many little square feet could fit into this circle if we broke them up. All right, how many square feet fit in there? How much space is inside of it? That's the area. And you know what? Suzette, just a moment ago, said area is always squared, right? So when they ask me to find the area of a circle, it's always going to be the unit, whatever it was for the radius, squared. So the answer to this thing is going to be feet squared. But we'll get to that in just a minute. All right? Let's wait for the moment. Guys, remember, and we've talked about pi a lot. Pi is what you get when you divide the circumference, the distance around the circle, by the distance across the circle. Okay? 3 of these diameters would fit around the circle, or 3.1415296, blah, 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 pi. Okay? When I divide the distance around by the diameter, I get pi. But pi also helps us with finding the area of a circle. The formula for the area of a circle is pi, and we're going to always use 3.14 in this class, always. The area is pi times the radius squared. So find out what the radius is and square it. Does that mean multiply it by 2, Harry? Is that what squaring means? No, it means multiply it by itself. Okay? I need to multiply a number by itself to square it. You guys have your calculator in front of you. Let's take this formula that we've got, and we're going to find out the area of this circle. The area of this circle, we're always going to start with the formula. Pi r squared. Mr. C, do I need to write it down? Yeah, write it down. You need to remember it. That's how you know how to spell your name. Right, Elise? You write it all the time, so you know how to spell it. We're going to write the formula down so we know how to spell it. Okay, so we remember it all the time. Pi r squared. Okay, now let's fill in what we know. All right, Catherine, will you tell me what should I put in place of pi?
3.14.
You know why? Because you're on top of things. Okay, what should I put in the place of the r? Christina?
1.5.
1.5. And remember, it's squared. Does that mean 1.5 times 2, Paris?
No.
It does not. What does it mean?
1.5 times 1.5.
It means 1.5 times 1.5. I'm just going to write it out here. That's what squared means. Okay. When I multiply all 3 of those things, what do I get? Sarah Kay? 7.065. Does everybody agree with that? Yes? And Sarah, do I have a unit? Do I need to include units?
Do you round it or just keep it flat?
Well, I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But do I need to include any units? I mean, do we do that? Do I need to?
Yeah.
Do I have to? I have to?
Well, wait, not yet. Not until you've asked
Do I have to
rounded
include
it and
units?
Yeah.
Pace? You always have to include units. And what should it be, Sarah? Feet squared. Now, what Sarah asked me just a moment ago is, should we round it? Well, yeah. It's in our class, we always round to tenths, one place behind the decimal point. So, Christina, what would I round to here? You know, since I'm keeping a number behind the decimal point, I'm going to put a gate around it. That's what I like to call it. And I look at the number that's knocking on the gate. So,
round it to 7.1.
7.1 feet squared. That's how many square feet would fit inside that circle. All right. Great job, guys. Let's look at number 2.